was actually watching the audio output then to see if that was actually picking up. I think it was.
Hello, I can assume so.
There
That
you
was
are.
extremely good timing. Greetings everyone and welcome back to Soup.
Soup.
Glorious soup.
That's how Zach was summoned.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, what were the term we were using on the final episode of Runeterra? Just everything soup beyond the point. Something like that.
Milk.
Milk, that was it. Everything's milk beyond the point.
Everything is milk.
Welcome back to milk. No, welcome back to... Did you try to say milk but as missed?
No, I said milk.
Oh.
I believe it's pronounced mulk.
It's milk.
Lola has
Sorry
an
about
issue
that.
with all of you, apparently.
Sorry about what?
I was helping a friend fill out their sheet.
Oh, we quite let you just starting now.
Okay, hello.
So you got here just in time.
What are you doing, Lola? Huh? Yes, I know they were talking about milk. Why do you have an issue with that?
She must be bad.
You want to tell them? You want to tell them? Tell them.
Reveal your truth.
Tell your glorious audience. Go on, speaketh.
Orc.
I don't know if you can hear the sound that she's making. Can you guys?
I heard like a roar.
Oh. Yeah, that's what she was making.
So greetings everyone and welcome back to the Devil Darlings.
Borf.
Last time you all decided to deal with the situation ahead of you via violence, as you are wanting to do. Meanwhile, Sanna went back to the village to try and help out with an attack that was happening there. And a large chest that Unusor claimed to be their treasure turned out to house a new Minosaur friend.
Doesn't dispute the fact that's not my treasure.
Just a coin flip randomly. On top of that, you did get some aid after the fight was done, given you're all kind of exhausted, kind of beaten down, in the help of the local tunneler that you've heard about for so long. As a certain little kobold has decided to help you out.
Do not make the name jokes this episode, please. For the sake of Leigh's sanity.
What?
Because it's Nick. Do not make jokes about Nick's name in this game. I'm specifically looking at you, David, Jack, and...
I was about to make a joke out of it, but I came back and saw there was like 22 people in chat and thought, fuck, that's a lot of people to make the big Nick's joke to. Anyway.
My God!
Yeah, I had my fun last episode, so...
Yeah, get it all out of yourself now.
No, really don't, because Leigh has to edit it all out every single time you do it.
That's one
This
time
is why,
stamp noted.
respectfully, I wasn't gonna say shit.
This is why I...
You're the one who started the joke in the other game, so I included you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
in
is why
another
I
game that
retconned him
wasn't
to...
recorded.
Yeah, this is why I've retconned him to just having the first name.
I mean,
He
that
has no
was
last
just
name.
his name.
We're just literally just joining in on the whole
No.
doing the whole advertising thing at the end, right? We're just advertising our new first-person shooter, Nick and Dick in 3D.
Don't tell him.
Okay, that was not bad enough sense.
Which is also my new name.
So he has started to...
Well, is the 3D included?
Yes.
He has started to hollow out this tunnel for you all to basically descend down into. Basically made it wide enough and large enough that Marquis will be able to comfortably get down there because everyone else, let's face it, pales in size.
I'm smaller than him.
I wonder how many Misskiffs it would take to actually get to a Marquis build.
A lot.
Oh.
Like, a lot. I am 13 inches tall, Leigh.
But after a while, he does
Only
manage to...
take about 12 of her.
Only 12?
Marquis is only he's only about 10 to 12 feet tall, so...
But the
If you
Marquis
take it
is
out-
also pretty wide, I would assume.
Oh yeah, but height-wise, it'll only take 12
Hello,
Sables
Lola.
standing on top of each other. Lola, why are you barking? What did I do?
You
What
know
did I
what
do?
you did.
Why have I angered you? I love you too, Lola.
Forf heck.
So... I'm sorry, I just went back to the chat and I saw Jack's name, and then I saw Zach change his name to Nakum Jackum 7B. So, the tunnel has been made wide enough for you all to descend down into, if you so wish.
Sure.
Of course.
It was for us to take a rest, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Like a long or a short rest.
that all depends.
Gonna spend an entire night down here while the town's being attacked?
That and do people want to try and set up watches?
I mean, there's plenty enough to just watch for an hour and then go back to sleep.
The benefits of large parties, I guess.
Oh, that are the benefits of a bunch of weird-ass fucking characters.
That too. So, partway down the tunnel, you start to see what can essentially be described as those string lights that you'd see in tunnels just to light up the way.
Oh, they're knocking on the door again, Mum.
There's no door in the tunnel.
You might be telling me you found it somewhere else. Maybe. Sorry. Kids lost their ball.
So, yes.
I took their ball.
It was in the treasure, it is mine now.
I'm just so the Beaver Cleaver. Roll 20.
Beaver cleaver.
What?
turn on the avatars on roll 20.
Oh, yeah, Jack's using Beaver Cleaver.
Also, why
Yeah,
can't
right.
I
Who
can't see anything on the Roll20 screen.
Who I only found out recently was a sitcom character in America. In America, Leave It to Beaver.
What is it with you and managing to find some form of sitcom character for every situation?
Okay, so
It's not going to be
I-
the inescapable
There
Brazilian
we go.
crocodile again, is it?
no, Zach were the one that found Kuka. But no, the reason I found it is because it actually gets referenced in a Weird Al song. You know, like,
Yeah.
what? Let's leave it to Beaver. Looked it up. What's the main character's name? Beaver Cleaver. Oh.
Also, you'll have to bear with me a bit. Roll20's deciding it wants to lag tonight.
Ooh. How is it for me?
When
at the
doesn't
moment?
roll 20 lag for you?
It's not too bad for me tonight, luckily.
Not usually that bad, but it's really bad tonight.
So, you all make it down into what seems to be a large little cavernous area. There's a few tunnels leading off, but Nick will assure you they don't lead to other parts of the cave, they lead to the surface.
Interesting.
And that you should be somewhat safe here, but you may need to keep an eye out on the new tunnel. Given it does lead into the cave, spiders may be an issue.
Could just block it up for the night,
I believe you mean free protein.
or however long we're in here.
I
Again,
could-
I'm not doing the right voice.
I could, but then I'd have to re-dig it back out again, and that'd just eat up more of your time.
I
Out of
mean,
curiosity, have any of you ever actually eaten a giant spider?
no.
They're crunchy.
Well, I was about Actually, once you get past the crunch, it's all everything on the inside is just big goop in there. So
Well, that's only because of the exoskeleton, but the exoskeleton has the most like yummy pieces.
I'm not
that's
eating
the
a
equivalent
survivor.
of saying that you. That's the equivalent of you saying that you consume a chicken bone. I just want to let you know that the protein's not in
Only,
the exoskeleton.
My bigger question is where
only,
did
There, I
the,
imagine a larger
only the
arthropod
feet,
would be similar
Austin.
to a crab.
my bigger question is where's the voice coming from?
Where's what
How
voice
could I
coming
know?
from?
The person that's playing Dead by Daylight at the moment.
I'm not playing Dead by Daylight. I uninstalled Dead by Daylight. Dion and Ranna know this. Dion and Ranna were the only two that knew this because they were the only two that were here when I said it. Everybody else joined after.
Raka is currently upset with Dead by Daylight.
What happened?
Extremely upset with Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, she realised that you can only use
Rana
hooks in
heard.
that game, and hooks are piercing rather than edge.
I mean,
No, I pretty much told I was literally sitting in Lady's live stream and pretty much told everybody in our live stream that if the devs didn't clean up their act within 72 hours, I would walk up there and set the whole building on fire.
That is the most Raka thing I've heard.
And that,
Wait, what did
kids,
they
is how you
do?
get swatted. Anyway.
Well, it's about to get even more Raka if things in this session don't play out properly.
I'm sorry, I just hear
Because
that
it's
and I'm
about to
like,
get a whole lot worse.
What did they do?
I just hear that, and after having watched that bloody Necrit video today, I'm like, oh god, it's the Gwen Mins all over again.
So, anyways, back on track before we get overly distracted.
Well.
Something eating spiders. What are we talking about again?
Well, I'm just saying that it may be a bit dangerous. I could block it up for the night, but it would eat up a lot of time tomorrow redigging it back out.
I mean, our best bet is to get up into the like where we're going when it's daylight, right? Because blood people.
Yeah, and it's pretty much nighttime now, so if you get your rest, you can make your way through the rest of the cave in the morning.
I mean, can't we just stack things up in front of it? Like, does anyone have anything they can cover it with?
Yep, Marquis is going to pick up Alder. He's going to put Alder in front of it. He's going to pick up Au-Zuk, going to put Au-Zuk kind of like a Tetris piece. He's going to take Miasma, do the same thing, Tetris piece. Going to take Misskiff, Tetris piece. There we go.
Get me down from here.
I don't think.
I think I'll just wait for this one to click on him.
This is supremely uncomfortable.
Get me
Is
down.
this not what you meant?
No, Alder's not comfy.
Marquis finishes
I'm not
one line,
comfy.
half the party disappears.
Why do I imagine Why do I imagine Marquis just took advantage of Miasma's traits and just stuck her to the ceiling?
I mean, wouldn't Alder's thingy
It's
just
like-
sleep in the tunnel?
It's like Leigh. It's like one of those videos where people try and flip pancakes, but the pancake gets stuck to the ceiling.
Pretty much.
I mean, we can also keep watch, and I can sleep facing towards it because my eyes stay open when I sleep. So less likely
fucking
the people
creepy.
try to ambush us. Says the cat. The cat stopped smiling.
Listen, at least it's not my eyes.
I mean, I was just saying, maybe we could just put Alder's lizard thing in there.
I mean, is it an actual lizard, or did he summon it? Like, what's the deal with the lizard thing? Because if he summoned it, it might just poof.
If I recall right, it is a summoned creature.
It's his
Yeah,
Druid companion.
Yes, if it is what his druid animal companion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has.
So
to
is
summon
it a so then it's a familiar then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but it's a fucking
Okay, yeah.
dinosaur.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go fucking
So there's
T-Rex. Familiar.
so in that there's always the chance that it'll poof when time is out. I don't know how that spell works, but I've never
No,
seen
no,
I'll
they
put it-
don't.
I'll
They're
put it
like
this-
they're basically a familiar. They're there until they're poofed by
I'll
attacks.
also put it this one way. Even though it looks like a T-Rex, It is only a medium-sized creature and therefore is actually smaller than Unusor.
So it's like an Alioramus more than anything.
Yes.
While we're
Alright.
all determining this wonderful information, I would like to check whatever the fuck is going on the left side of this room, just to make sure there isn't the secret art-eating goblin.
Okay,
That's
so
the spider webs that we encountered last
so
time.
you've basically gone back up the tunnel just to check. You say?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so-
mean,
you know, if we're gonna, we might as well make sure that where we came from is safe and not full of
you'll see the
light.
spider webs just
Yep.
lining the area. But make me a perception check.
A perception. That should be a 7.
Okay. Let me just get to here with polygon reveal, because you'll be able to see down this area anyway.
oh, Inferno.
Yeah.
My hand still hurts today.
For fuck's sake! What?
You would see what seems to be a treasure chest in the middle of the
Are you
webs.
okay?
It just like, yeah.
I woke up with a sore hand, but it's kind of okay. now.
Just pop his head back into the sun and go, Misskiff,
Run up.
could I have your assistance?
Because this worked so well last time.
Well,
kind of-
I'm hoping that this time that this cobweb does not turn out to be some sort of ooze. There appears to be a chest in the center of that.
But no, I'm talking about the time that Unusor used Misskiff and Misskiff got stuck to the web and a giant spider came out towards her.
Right. Well, I'm a pyromancer
Yeah.
and I'll burn it to a crisp if it tries.
I mean,
No, that's logical.
Okay.
Flammable object. You're fireproof, right, Misskiff?
not right now.
Wonderful. Okay. Would you
Well,
like me
I
to
don't
toss you over there, or would you like to crawl over there?
Don't listen
Looking
to
at
him.
it, like, does it look like it'd be easier for me to go on foot through here and like try to avoid the webs, or would there be like an opening over the chest where they could toss me into?
The chest itself looks like it's covered in the cobwebs.
But there's no cobwebs above it.
It's lining the entire area. Basically, the best
Okay,
way to put
so
it is
if there's
imagine
any,
like
like-
a
From wall to wall where it's just going to get me stuck midair if I fly over.
oh yeah, no, there's like little strands going around it as well. The best way to describe it is, have you ever looked down a trapdoor tunnel spider? It's like lair.
Yeah.
Wait,
Think that kind of thing.
Okay. I'll just say, all right, touch me, and I'll get my blade ready to try and slice any web that might get in my way.
Before you go off, have cat's grace.
Woo! Advantage
Wonderful.
on
Do you want to?
dex.
Do you want to check her, Au-Zuk, or do you want me to check her?
I imagine that I would not be able to throw her particularly far.
Oh shit! You know what? I've already gotten to check Misskiff. New friend whose name I've already forgotten. Apologies. It feels like it's been 2 weeks. You want to check the little Sable out of box?
What?
Would you like
Do you
to
want
check?
to chuck? Do you want to chuck the little Sable out of box? It's not animal cruelty. It's with consent.
Sure.
Wonderful. He's just gonna hand Misskiff off to you.
It's like,
Aye.
Alrighty. Nice and easy, like a cannonball.
You gotta get me on that box.
If you get over a little bit, it's okay. Au-Zuk will light it on fire, and she's apparently fireproof, so it's fine.
What? No, I'm not.
October is Toss Short People Month.
Then I'll be slightly fireproof, but like,
so what I'm hearing is it's Hucktober.
Misskiff, it's okay. Our friend here's Our newfound friend, who, if you could remind me what your name is again, please.
Nanza.
Nanza here. Nanza bit. Oh yeah, I made that joke already. Is a professional. Go ahead and fucking throw her before she starts complaining again.
I suppose I will chuck the Sable over to the box.
Okay. Okay.
Nanza looks very confused while she does this.
Throw the mustard.
Make me a strength check.
I did my job.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be with advantage.
It's still both good. So 17. You pitch back and you wind up and you throw the Sable. As Misskiff goes flying through the air. Misskiff, make me 2 deck saves.
Okay. I don't get cat's grace on these. Because if I remember rightly, in like cat's grace is only on checks.
That was kind of what the giggles for.
Add on to that, you know, the fact that you're in midair.
I also am not proficient in dex saves, which is funny.
It's just advantage on. It actually is just dexterity check.
Yeah, that's
what we're talking about.
So,
But you got a little bit of
the
forward
second one
damage
doesn't matter
resistance.
because as soon as you're thrown, you hit a strand. You see Misskiff just dangling in midair.
I'm just using my freaking blade to like slash at it.
Someone throw a
Well,
knife
the
at her to
throw
cut
was
the
good.
strand.
The throw
Oh,
was good, but the
goodness
landing wasn't very
gracious.
good.
Out of curiosity,
Are you okay?
Your blade, is it the psychic blade?
No, just my normal.
Okay, just needed to make sure.
My psychic blades don't do physical damage.
Exactly. So
My normal little.
Misskiff takes her
It's
little
okay. She's
blade, slices at the web above her, drops down into the webs below.
a master at this, and it's not magic because she's lighting on fire.
Let's wait for just a little longer. Make sure she's fine before we start flambeing things.
Flambe.
I'm gonna essentially, as I'm going down, I am going to ray of frost the webs beneath me so they become brittle.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Yes.
Out of character question. Why didn't you ask the stretchy, acidic, blobbish creature to walk through the webs and get this chest for you?
Because I don't talk to fucking plushies.
Because
No. I'm talking
we
about
have not
Bloob.
Did I
we've not been
stutter?
introduced. We have not been introduced to this character
so
yet.
Atra's
So
Atra's character is an acidic, corrosive, slime Ooblix creature.
Yeah,
Why did you not ask them to get this chest for
plasmoids
you?
aren't corrosive though. Wait,
Yeah,
are plasmoids corrosive? Do plasmoids have corrosive abilities?
Not that I recall, no.
I thought
Yeah,
that I thought that
no.
Bloob was an Ooblix, not a plasmoid.
No.
No, she's a
No,
plasma.
they're
Ooblix
plasmoid.
earlier.
Okay, never mind then.
Also, Ooblixes aren't corrosive either. Ooblixes are just infernal. They do burn damage.
Leigh,
Yes.
I am casting ray of frost down onto the web to freeze it.
Okay. As you're falling, you mean, or?
As I'm going down, yeah.
Okay. How best to do this?
Because I want to like freeze the web, so then it basically just breaks when I land on it.
Do you know what my mind keeps wanting to say for this, despite the fact that it's the wrong system?
What?
Change the game. Roll a change the game.
+1 or +2? Fuck you! I've got ghost powers. I don't even know, motherfucker. I've had to deal with that 5 freaking years.
You okay?
Yeah, but you made her lose an arm.
Yeah, you took her arm.
I took a fucking god to wound the bitch. Like
The real reason why Cyrus is coming to an end.
Meanwhile, Nora just gets beat up by every fucking thing.
So,
Alright,
make me
boss.
a dex check again.
A dex check?
Yes.
Okay, I have advantage on this then. Once roll 20 decides to cooperate.
I mean, the advantage wasn't needed as the 17 is the first number, so can't really complain now. Yeah, you managed to freeze the webs underneath you. But you do start to hear skittering sounds.
Guys.
Yes.
Mm,
Your words, use them, please.
I'm telepathic, but
Yes, how are you stuttering with your mind?
Still,
Routine.
Okay.
But, would you say I'm about there, Leigh?
Yes.
Can I get to the chest from where I am?
Yes.
Would you like some assistance out of there? It's going to be quite a little bit more violent than I'd hoped, but I can do it.
I think hold on a second. I'm just gonna freeze the webs again.
Okay.
So I can check Au-Zuk towards you, but
Please don't. I can only get her back from here.
Use the knife to just kind of go and break them off.
Yep.
So I can get to the latch of this thing.
Okay.
And can I check if it's trapped?
Yes.
What would you want me to roll?
Investigation check, I believe this is. You have no idea. You can't see any traps, but...
Can I add a psionic die to that?
What?
Can I add my psionic die to that?
What's
So I can add it to...
What's your psionic die do?
I can add it to rolls.
I mean, if there's nothing saying that you can't, then go for it.
Roll the thing. 9. 13. Does that make any difference at all?
Not really. You can't see any traps, but then again, you usually know it's not what's on the outside.
Can I see if it's locked?
Doesn't look locked.
Can I try to open it carefully?
Okay.
Say with sleight of hand.
So you place your paws onto the chest,
Mm-hmm.
and you slowly lift up. You are met with like a hot stench just emitting.
This is a mimic, isn't it?
What would give you that idea?
I'm going to drop the lid and turn the fuck away and go.
the mimic's stuck in a fucking spiderweb.
Unfortunately, you drop the lid, but your paws can't break off of it.
Mimics are adhesive when on object mode.
Do you think it'd be better for horses for turning into glue?
Could I just, like, firebolt with my hands stuck to it? Like...
I'm going to have to check something for that.
Just burn!
50 firebolts.
I think I can't, but, like, it's funny to think about.
I mean, it's...
Strictly speaking, rules as written, you would have disadvantage on this somehow.
Yeah, because it's a ranged attack, which...
Well, yeah.
I've never understood disadvantage on point-blank ranged attacks. It's kind of dumb, isn't it? It's like, there's... My gun's, like, pressed up right against your skin, but somehow I fucking missed. What the fuck?
I get it. It's because you can just, like, arm, gun, fall aside.
You know what? No, I'm just going to... I'm going to Dissonant Whispers it.
I just finally loaded up the firebolt page.
Dissonant Whispers is verbal only.
I could be that dick and be like, I have to take your first answer with it. 'Cause-
This is D&D, Leigh, not chess.
Alright, hold on.
I saw her takes her hands off her piece, but she can't. Her hands are glued to her piece.
Yeah, pretty much why I was
Well,
going to say, yeah,
that's
no,
the
the
reason.
firebolt would have failed because
That's the reason I was saying dissonant. I changed to dissonant whispers because like it's somatic.
Burning hands, it's a touch spell.
So it
Fireball.
needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Do you need my assistance to get
Yes,
out of there?
yes.
It makes
All right.
Sticky.
I'm going to move to the edge of the non-sticky web field. Yeah, it's like half a
basically
box, you know what
along
I mean?
like the little frozen patches that Misskiff has made.
Yes. And then I'm going to go, this might hurt a little bit. It's going to hurt a lot less than that. I'm going to lightning lure her.
The dissonant whispers would probably go off first.
Yeah, of course.
You don't
So
you don't see anything happen.
what?
You don't see anything happen.
Why?
Make me a medicine check.
There should be nothing that stops it from happening, even if like it doesn't have ears. It still takes.
It's a mimic. It's a mimic in a spider web. Y'all are assuming this thing's fucking alive.
It would
Make me a
explain
medicine.
the awful smell.
Make me a medicine check.
I
Yeah,
have
no, you think this is just a super mimic? This thing just ignores shit.
It's a super.
So I'm going to get a little closer because as far as I'm aware, I'm in rescue mode. I'm going to cast lightning lure on Misskiff.
Yep.
Yanking her 10 foot towards me.
Okay. Given this technically will still count as the grapple situation that Misskiff needs to make, you will need to make a. God, I don't want to close that tab.
I mean, I'm just choosing to fail.
Yeah, she makes a strength save, which you can choose.
Oh no, it's not for that.
Okay,
It's for the adhesive.
That's fair.
Yeah, escape DC 13. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was alive and you had Dissonant Whispered it, Dissonant Whisper causes your opponent to run away from you to 30 feet, but he can't escape you because you're attached to him. So it would just be running forever.
Well, suffice to say, no
I'd be
longer
running with
attached to
her
them.
on top of it.
Yes. Giddy up, mimic.
17. Yep,
Yoink.
you managed to break free.
I made her break
Great
free.
mimic rider.
And the mimic just remains there still.
Well, I'm going to yoink a Misskiff towards me.
Also,
as I only deal lightning damage if I basically yoink Misskiff directly towards me, may I simply yoink her over me? That's a word.
what spell's this again? Sorry, let me just.
Lightning lure.
Or
50 lightning lure.
The damage is only really dealt if they're basically adjacent to me by the time I'm done. So I'm trying to negate it by not having her be adjacent to me by the time I'm done.
by flinging me.
Which, because she has Cat's Grace, is gonna not probably do much.
See a strength save for before up to 10 foot in a straight line towards you, and then take 1d8 lightning damage if they're within 5 foot of you. How close were you when you cast it?
Presumably 15 feet.
Considering
in
every foot.
In that case, they'd still be landing near you.
The DM has spoken. Get zapped.
I mean, he was trying to fling me with it.
Get zapped.
Yeah, but the spell specifically says you get pulled 10 foot. Well, up to 10 foot. Got to go as the spell's written, unfortunately.
It ends if they're 5 foot adjacent, though.
Yeah. Which you
So
would be
if
at
he
this point.
flung me straight up in the air, 10 foot above him, as it disconnected, I wouldn't be within 5 foot.
Yeah, as the spell's written though, it doesn't fling you; it pulls you towards the target. So,
Yes.
Leigh's still right in this. You're not going to get flung up into the air. You're going to get flung towards him.
Yes.
Yes, but that's specifically what he was attempting to do with it. That's why I was arguing it.
It's fine. You take your 4. So I don't think 4 will put you down. I hope.
Don't put me down, but like I have very limited hit points. I am a squishy thing.
And you're now a puff as well. You are nothing but puffball.
Au-Zuk,
Jeez.
while
It's
you're,
just a-
while you're close enough, you may also make the medicine check.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, you're not sure what's up with this mimic for it to have just ignored that attack.
So,
But it's also not making any movements towards you.
I assume that the mimic must be stuck there. Well, that's enough arsing around with that for one day.
The chittering noises are still coming, and they're coming louder.
We should go back down in the hole.
Yeah, let's just go in the hole.
Okay. So as everyone in the hall is just trying to settle in for the night, getting themselves ready, you'll see Au-Zuk come down, followed up by the puffball of Misskiff, caught it in a little bit of webbing still.
I've been electrocuted, so my fur is.
As I said, the puffball. It's like poof. It's like a little tumbleweed.
Just be careful, I think if anyone else touches her for a bit, you're going to get a nasty static shock. We may have some company soon, but I'm hoping they have a wiser idea than to chase us down here.
Just kind of like sat there, like I have terrible luck with chests in this place. First one was inside a giant plasmoid. Second one had a minotaur in it, and this one was a mimic.
I would like to state that overall you've had bad luck stealing. As apparently stealing things is what got you into your current pickle. So
I stole a cake. That's all I stole.
Those of you
maybe
towards
I do the next one.
Towards the tunnel entrance, you'll see what seems to be a phase spider just starting to make its way down before it freezes up, heightens itself up, and turns around and walks back the way it came.
Well, that's unusual.
Let's not
It's
worry about
unusual for spiders. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about the fact that the thing that could have possibly killed us got afraid. Was it? Was that what it was, Leigh?
What was?
You said it froze up. Did you say if it froze up with fear,
Oh,
or just that it froze up?
It kind of just froze up, not with fear or anything. You've seen this kind of thing happen before. Mainly because you're traveling with at least 2 people that do it. You think someone sent it a message. And it obeyed.
Oh, wonderful. You know, I love traveling with psionics. I don't love fighting psionics. I'm a little bit worried about that. We've given away our position yet again when we had the chance to have a nice rest, which means we will need to keep watch. So, yep. God, I hate fucking. I hate all these things. I hate everything. I hate this entire fucking place. It's a shithole. It's a horrible place.
If I
It's
recall
beautiful,
right,
but a shit.
Long rest lasts 8 hours, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
So are you
full
going
night.
to have it where you double up and do it 2 hours each kind of thing for groups? Or are you just going to do single checks for basically like an hour?
I think doubling up would probably be wiser.
Doubling up would be wiser.
Okay, so who is doubling up with who?
Sorry.
Sorry?
Marquis will probably double with Cog.
Okay.
If Cog's willing.
I will take any free slot.
Same.
So you want me to just place people in the groups?
Right. No, not 32. I will take second watch.
Okay.
Because I presume that Marquis and Cog will take first.
Yep, so Marquis and Cog are on first. Au-Zuk will be on second with
I'll
Okay.
take second as well.
Okay. So Nanza and Au-Zuk will be second. Third watch will be
I don't mind. I guess I
Yep.
can.
Miasma
I'll do it.
and
I'll take it.
Misskiff, leaving Minosaur and Bloob for fourth watch.
That's good.
What a combination.
I have my
Excellent.
trusty battle blob.
That hamster is not going to survive.
No, sorry, it's the combat blob and the battle mammal.
No. That miniature space hamster is most definitely. It's the other way around. Unusor won't survive.
He is trained under the almighty Boo. Oh,
We'll just wake up when they're in the middle of a fucking Kung Fu Panda training montage.
I saw fan art of like a Space Marine chapter, but where they're all hamsters. It's like, yeah, it's the Legion of Boo. They're looking for the missing Primarch Minsk.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Whenever you said Primarch, I thought you meant the fucking shop, like Primarch.
So, first 2 hours, Cog and Marquis. Make me perception checks.
Perception.
Gotta love that perception
sad.
check.
It's kind of sad. The Primarch from Belfast that was around since like,
That's
the
a
early
natural
1900s
one.
burnt to the ground a couple of years ago.
So, Cog, you're keeping an eye
Yes.
out. You don't see anything, but you turn towards Marquis. It's hard to tell if Marquis is actually awake or not at this moment, given
Do
that
you know
they
how
normally
fucking
sleep.
closes his eyes?
Nudges.
Are you okay, Carl? Yes, why
I'm
you nudge
sure
me?
you're awake.
I'm always awake. Even when people don't think I'm awake, I'm still awake.
That's
Because the moment
disconcerting.
you fall asleep,
So,
voices in my head again.
the 2
Does
hours
he
will
not
pass.
believe in falling asleep either?
There, where'd you come from?
What? I was stretching.
The 2 hours will
No,
pass.
seriously, I was stretching on my chair.
Just fucking the Minotaur and the cat just walking by fucking Marquis.
It's like, it's not your time to do your watch yet. Well, technically it is in a second because the 2 hours will pass by. We will get to
Take place when you're having fun.
and we will get to the second watch, which is Au-Zuk and Nanza.
I'll look to the Miasma. Well, to be honest with you, if this particularly sneaky group that we are dealing with, this drow, are going to take us on at any point, and it's probably going to be around about now. They strike me as a little bit impatient, but I imagine, given that they are night crawlers of sorts, that they would choose the center of our rest to strike. That is to say, keep an eye out.
I was about to say, I guess we'll see.
I have concern. I said, I loaded up the page for Lightning Lure. And it must have been extremely zoomed in. I don't know, it's just because the advert on the page decided to go extremely wide. So my phone tilted, and instead of showing the page for Lightning Lure, it just showed a passage of the advert. So all that loaded up on this page was just the words, calm the chaos of diarrhea.
I mean, Inferno is here.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know Lightning Lure did that.
Listen, whenever I actually go to the doctor and they figure out why the fuck I always shit so much, you're gonna be laughing. Or you're not gonna be laughing.
Well, we may be, but for different reasons.
What do you mean I'm lactose intolerant?
Rip.
I don't know if I am. I don't know.
Inferno's intestinal troubles have given her an existential crisis.
You
You guys call me fucking toilet princess.
If you just eat a bunch of cheese and you feel shit
I don't like
afterwards,
cheese.
you know. Drink milk then.
Okay.
Drink milk, eat butter,
I can't eat that much butter. I've got a fucking cholesterol problem, and it's not my fault.
Okay, so
Sorry.
during the night, Au-Zuk, you
Trying
don't
to be
notice
funny, I'm
anything.
sorry.
Nanza, you hear the skittering of spiders coming from beyond the hall.
I just motion to Au-Zuk to be quiet. And I am going to make extra effort to look down wherever they are, wherever I hear the sound coming from.
You'll see like the silhouettes of spider legs just going back and forth, as if they're just patrolling the halls at this point. But oddly enough, none of them seem to make movements to come down the tunnel itself.
Kill the ball.
I just point towards the tunnel and towards Au-Zuk's ears for him to fucking listen.
Towards his ear holes.
You can
Open
roll
your
another
ear
perception,
holes.
Au-Zuk.
Open ears.
I mean, yeah. There do be spiders. There's not really much of a more reaction to give. Just sort of shrugs like, in a way that would tell you,
So, over your 2 hours, this just goes on. Skittering, the legs going back and forth, but no signs of any of them trying to make their way down.
You see the end of the tunnel, like the entrance that we came through.
Yeah, basically you're seeing like the silhouettes going back and forth, but just beyond that hole where you came down into this tunnel. So basically, in this actual main room itself where you thought those drow, they'd be patrolling.
you stay here, keep an eye out. I'm going to go and get the third watch.
So the third watch would be Misskiff and Miasma.
I'll go and prod Misskiff first.
Hello.
And apparently Abe from Oddworld.
Go and get the other cat. I say the other cat like you all. Just be careful. Spiders are on patrol up there, and they are not coming down for some reason. Not that I'm complaining.
Just kind of go and just jump on Miasma's chest.
Hello. He just looks down. Okay. Alright.
Misskiff will essentially, once Miasma's got up, climb up onto her hat.
Okay, you can get in the hat if it makes you go.
No.
And she's just trying to groom her fur back.
Miasma's or her own?
To her own, because she got lightning lured, so she's been a puffball since she came back.
Oh.
He's just trying to groom her fur back to like normal. Keeps puffing back out though.
Considering one of Miasma's changes to her abilities was that she got like this sort of like her fur is constantly covered in this like sort of weird ichor that increases her her AC. You could use that. It'll make it.
So, yeah,
it'll make your fur very flat.
Kind of gross.
You start to climb onto
You're sitting
Miasma's
on
head,
her.
and you just start to notice odd, like little, I won't say like markings, like just an odd residue left on your white fur.
It's like, ick.
Never mind. Well, that's what you get for a deal with a fae, even though I never actually had this originally.
Oh god, I just realised we've got the two fae cursed creatures doing watch together.
Oh, well, technically I'm not fae cursed. It's a hag.
Yeah, but we've also... Yeah.
And she's like a shadow hag, so it's like...
But we've also made note that she does go around in the Feywilds.
I mean, she does, yeah. But, like, technically, I'm not fae cursed.
We've been cursed, both been cursed by hags. That's the main point.
Hag cursed.
Yay!
Shadow and night hags are still a type of fae. All hags are a fae creature.
I don't think it was actually a shadow hag. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure mine was a green hag.
You two have been woken and have been told to keep an eye out on the tunnel as there have been sightings of the spiders patrolling.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I also have Dissonant Whispers.
As Nanza
Wait, yeah, no, we're...
and Au-Zuk head back to
Oh
sleep.
my god!
You two can roll me your
Dion.
perceptions.
Yeah.
Dion, we're both cursed by hags, and we both have the Aberrant Mind Sorcerer subclass.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike. Good job, Dion. Hey!
Yes,
But fools rarely differ.
you can't see too
Wait,
much.
Leigh.
Yes.
Could I do this for like scent and hearing more than sight?
For scent
Just
and
'cause
hearing.
keen
Okay.
senses,
That is perception.
which gives me advantage on perception checks to do with scent and sight, scent and
Sure.
hearing.
Sure. So roll again.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah, I don't. I guess my dark vision potion wore off.
So Miasma, you're trying to see, but it's a bit too hard, it's a bit too dark. You're squinted at this point. But you do manage to look down to Misskiff, who has their eyes just fully closed at this point.
Just the ears kind of like rotating like the little satellite dishes.
And you do
Andy.
hear they skittering. They're back and forth with the spiders. But the scent does come to your nose.
It smells.
Well, aside from Miasma's Ecor, that is also all over you now.
Keep prestidigitating it away.
And also, the stench that was still on you from the... I will just now confirm it. Yes, it was a dead mimic.
I mean, I've been prestidigitating myself clean.
But there is another scent coming from what you can only describe as the first third of the tunnel going down.
Yeah.
Kind of like a strong burning sensation just takes place in your nose as you pick up that scent.
Sorry, what's the scent like again? Sorry.
It's
burning.
like it burns your nostrils as you sniff it.
So like very like
a very strong, potent smell.
Sorry, guys, out of
Pungent, disgusting odor.
I'm just going to open my eyes and just kind of look at it. And just go up to the tunnel.
It starts to get stronger as you head up towards the first third.
Can I see anything up there? I have dark vision.
Let me another perception check. Actually, no. Not a perception before you roll. An investigation.
Oh, shit.
Do you want me to help you?
That's my worst stat.
Dion, I'll give you... can I roll a help back? Give a help action to...
Sure.
Misskiff? You get advantage, I'm pretty sure now.
Yeah. Once my sheet stops lagging, give me a second. Come on, you fucking bastard.
Yeah, roll 20 seems to be really weird. I was helping my friend earlier, Luna, and he was just having no fun whatsoever with roll 20. It was like, he couldn't scroll or anything. He was trying to click to scroll it, and it wasn't going.
As you pause there, just finding the way across the stones, you feel what seems to be like little pits made in the rock itself.
Mm-hmm.
And what seems to be little tiny bulbs hidden within.
Bulbs?
Like little plant bulbs.
Plant? I'm gonna be careful not to like step on these.
Okay.
Don't trust.
But it is those that are giving off the smell.
Ugh. Why are you so stinky?
Would you like to roll a nature check?
Yeah, again, this is like my worst stat. So I don't have particularly high hopes.
Hey, you never know.
My intelligence is like...
A 1.
Yeah.
You're not sure. You've never come across these.
Just kind of look back as like...
Miasma,
Yes.
the stinky plants.
Okay, then let's get away from the stinky plants.
But
Because I
they
don't
weren't
think they're gonna grow.
here.
What?
They weren't here before.
What, did they just grow legs?
I don't know. They're stinky bulbs.
Grows human feet, walks away.
Do you know what
That's
they are?
all I imagine.
I don't
Yeah, I know
know what they are.
Okay, I will roll.
Why am I whispering? This is all telepathic.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. Leigh, would I know what they are?
Yes, give me a second. I was laughing at that.
Why are we whispering? This is
Also, yet again, another
all...
reason why I like the idea of the Sentinel system, but it gives you like XP based on the character interactions, but you can't just be like, yeah, I'm always going to double up with this person for interactions. You need to do it with other people, or else you don't get the points. But
Fair enough.
with an 18, you actually do recognise this somewhat, Miasma.
Ooh.
These are plants that occur in this realm, and quite a few other realms you've been to. They're essentially used as a kind of insect repellent.
Do we have any insects in the party?
No, but there are a lot of spiders that aren't wanting to come into the tunnel.
She looks over to Misskiff and just sort of gives a shrug. They're harmless.
They're
They won't,
stinky.
yes, they stink, but these actually... Also, spiders are arachnids, Leigh. These will keep these spiders at bay.
Yes, but insect repellent usually also keeps bugs at bay.
Yeah. They're
Spiders, insects, and crustaceans are actually all related as arthropods. So technically arachnids are insects.
They're not insects with 6 legs.
They all come under the bug.
There are millipedes and centipedes, but we still call them
Invertebrate.
bugs.
Yeah, they're all arthropods. It's just that
They're all
there's...
invertebrates. It's all the
Yeah.
same.
Just kind of...
Nah,
That's
you're
like,
an invertebrate, bruh.
that's like saying a fish
Actually-
is the same as a bird.
Actually, yes. The insect
wait, no.
categorization is actually incredibly flawed. Get Fred to talk about that. It's fun.
Wait, Go ahead.
So we know what Fred's bringing to that bloody PowerPoint presentation thing she wanted to do.
What? Were bees were categorized as fish or something?
Oh.
Hold on.
Also, we are getting very sidetracked again.
Sorry.
I have an idea then.
What is it?
What about when we leave here, we all take one of these and put them in a bucket?
That's actually not a bad idea.
And then spiders don't want to come near us.
What, do we just pull them out and then hold it at them like some sort of holy relic? Yeah, no, that actually would work.
I mean, if it's just a thing like they don't like being near them in general, just having them on our person would likely make them hesitant to attack. Because they wouldn't want to get close.
Oh. Actually, yeah, no, your logic's sound.
I don't particularly want to get close to them, regardless. They seem
I can smell that they are very pungent. Just not quite. I think your nose might be more sensitive than mine, though.
Yeah.
Well, at least we now have an idea. She leads down and just picks it up. One of them up.
So you
Are they like... They're embedded, aren't they?
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of heft to pull them out.
Maybe a strength
The
check.
colour of cabbages. Biggest. Oh, a strength check. Fuck.
My stinky cabbages.
The cabbages.
Can I try and dig one out?
Given Miasma is struggling to pull one out, you may attempt.
It's like trying to fuck an Excalibur out of the stone.
Want to try and just like dig it out around it, and that to make it easier to remove.
It should be noted that this isn't dirt, this is hard stone.
I mean, I have sharp little claws.
Sharp claws are not pickaxes.
Yeah, but I can also climb pretty much any surfaces with my sharp little claws, so...
I'm going to have to Google this again, aren't I? Give me a sec.
I think if I can
things I've
climb...
had to Google because I've never thought about it before. Can a dig speed...
I don't have a dig speed, I have a climb.
Rock.
And technically, yes, dig speeds can, as long as it's natural earth.
Oh, no.
No?
Monster that has a burrowing speed can use that speed to move through sand, earth, mud, or ice. A monster can't burrow through solid rock unless it has a special trait that allows it to do so. And that's from D&D Beyond itself.
All in favour of reclassifying Misskiff as a Whispering Death, say aye. Aye.
I'm not a digger!
But Nick is.
No.
No, I mean the guy tunnels through this place.
He does.
Is Nick still here?
Nick is asleep.
I'm going to go jump on Nick's head.
Do you know my cat Bella? She used to do that to my sister-in-law and it would piss her off because she's allergic to cats.
I was just go, need your help with something.
You jump on Nick's head, he does the dying Kremling sound from Donkey Kong Country and flies off the screen.
I'm okay. I'm so sorry with the coughing, guys.
But you just look up.
Need your help with something.
What is it?
Come here.
He'll groggily follow behind you.
I should try this. Miasma is still up the thing trying to get it out.
Just kind of like,
see these bulbs?
Does he see those bulbs?
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm literally pointing at them.
He is also half asleep. But yes, he sees those bulbs.
There's a lot of them here. I was thinking, could you dig out one for each of us? The spiders don't like them.
Probably not the best idea.
Why?
He'll go back down the tunnel, fetch his pickaxe, walk back up, and just chisel out the side of one of the rock parts so he can pull one out. And as soon as he gets a hold and pulls it up, see what seems to be a small face on the side of it. And as soon
Is
as
it a
that
Mandrake?
face, it is not a Mandrake, but as soon as it is exposed out of the rock, its eyes shoot wide open, and it just shrivels up and dies. And the stench of it goes away.
We killed it! No!
What are they?
I don't know, they came here from the Feywild some time back.
Well, they weren't here when we went to sleep, so I guess they could just be moving around.
They like to tunnel out during the night, get their little head parts out to absorb some nutrients. They can't really survive outside the rock.
Could you dig around them so they have a piece of rock to sit in?
Not enough, no.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I thought this was a good idea.
Apologies, I didn't know that they
To all the
died.
people who just don't want animal cruelty, this is just through experimentation.
This is plant cruelty, not animal cruelty.
Oh god, I know.
Well, they are a living creature that happens to apparently breathe in some way. They might be plants, but I'm gonna consider them an animal because they're cute, just by the way that Leigh described them.
Dion, I just
Yeah.
realized. I just realized what I've made.
What?
I'm gonna throw it into voice chat. Where is the chat? There it is. There's voice chat. There you go.
Oh my god, you did.
I just, whenever you said that, I looked at the voice channel. I saw was the fucking you guys. What does that got to do with anything?
Pick some up blood.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Pick some up blood.
When is he
fucking
getting
cold.
his own? When is he getting his own Loicana card?
But also I did scroll up and I remembered that Granny No One is an Annis hag.
But yes, you have been told that these things will not survive outside of the rock. There is not enough rock to be able to take them with you. They do need to keep the spiders away though with that scent, so maybe best leaving them there. Only the most bravest of spiders will make their way down the tunnel while those are there.
I mean, I was thinking that when we're moving on in the morning, we could take them with us, and then
in the morning they'll be gone. They'll have tunneled back into the rock themselves. AKA DM's way of saying stop trying to get away from the spiders.
We have nearly died several times in here, Leigh. Sue was trying to find a way around that.
So,
I want everybody to know while y'all have died or almost died several times, I have been in safety.
So,
because you ain't done shit, boy.
It's because I'm on vacation.
Your 2 hours will pass up.
Literally, I am snack sized to these spiders.
Your 2 hours will pass. Are you waking up the final 2?
Yeah, and I'll do it again by just jumping on Unusor's face. And just bapping his nose, because I don't think just doing that would wake him up.
It's your turn.
Why do I love the idea of just Misskiff tried to do that with everyone to wake them up, leaps towards Bloob and just remembers last second that it's not going to work and just sinks in.
I would gently pat. I forget your character's name, Dion.
Misskiff.
Misskiff. I gently pat Misskiff on the head. Just dismissively toss her aside as I get up. They land on their feet, right?
No, that's Sables don't.
Depends. Let's do a most illegal of dice shapes and roll a d3.
A d3.
A d3. AKA a d4 if it were missing a side.
That's illegal.
That.
So.
Oh, you rolled it. I was typing it in.
So. You don't go flying down another tunnel, luckily. However, Bloob, before anyone can wake you up for your turn of the watch, you feel something impact into you.
Bloob is very confused and slowly wakes up.
You will just hear, you'll hear the voice of Saint Bernard the Third in your head. Just like, we have an intruder.
Misskiff meanwhile just like
Get this peasant out of my sight. Eject them from your system.
Bloob is going to be still very confused, but slowly pick up Misskiff and be like, hello there.
just like slowly just shifts Misskiff into an arm and just ejects out, just holding a Misskiff's like, I was inside you.
Misskiff's just hyperventilating.
You won't be doing that ever again, won't you?
I didn't have a choice. That wasn't my choice.
Meanwhile, I'm just strapping on my gear.
I imagine what this was
Misskiff.
now just like packed down with goo.
What were you trying to say there, Rebecca?
Bloob will let go of Misskiff and then start getting ready to go on watch.
Yep.
Just immediately starts prestidigitating everything.
So, Bloob and Minosaur, you two can make me perception checks as well, if you wish.
I lost my character sheet. There it is.
Let me just do that.
Perception.
Ooh. Okay. Minosaur, you're not really seeing too much.
Nope.
Bloob, do you see the spiders still going back and forth? Making their little chittering noises as they do so. And then just like the occasional gleam of something happening. Like light bouncing off something.
Light?
Light. Given that there are like little torches in this tunnel as well, it seems like something is reflecting the light of these torches towards the end of the tunnel.
Could I point it out to Unusor?
Yeah.
I'll just mention it being like, you see that light over there?
Do I see the lightly?
Now that it is pointed out, you do. Kind of like occasionally just reflected off something at the mouth of the tunnel. Also, yes, you would have to do the check.
Wisdom check.
Yes, these are wisdom checks.
Okay.
But yes, you see the little lights reflecting. Refracting?
It could be an enemy's weapon.
Are you going to check?
Where do we see this light?
Well, the refracting of it is happening quite literally at the mouth of the cave itself.
Yes.
So you slowly make your way up towards the mouth. Are you following us all, Bloob?
Yes.
As you get there, you don't see anything at the mouth itself. Just occasionally, the little light reflecting again. You can both make me intelligence checks if you wish. Bloob with the high rolls today.
No.
Unusor,
I'm gonna go
intelligence check.
now.
Remember roll 20s being a bit of a bitch.
Aye.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. You both pass. You don't realise what it is until you reach out and just pluck one of them. And that's when you realise spider webbing. They were webbing up the entrance to the tunnel.
Bastard.
So, have we gotten the benefits of our long rest?
Yes.
Probably also notice what's happened.
Oh yeah. Well, They may not, as they're up the other end of the tunnel right now. They would notice
Yeah.
it when they come back down to the rest.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that when they do. But is there anything you're wanting to do now?
Have we got all the webbing or not?
You've just like plucked a little bit off. There seems to be a lot more now that you're noticing. Almost as
I have
if
a
they were trying
tinderbox.
to
I'm gonna
cover.
set fire to the webbing.
You're setting fire to it. Okay.
How encompassing is it?
It's not
Are
all the
we
way
in
going
any
down.
risk?
It's not all the way going down. It's more like a covering over the hall itself.
Okay,
you
so,
feel like there
setting
wouldn't be
fire
too much
to it won't
risk.
put the party at risk.
Not that you'd be aware of, no.
I'm happy with that.
So, Bloob, as you're contemplating what to do, Unusor, you pull out the tinderbox, you light it up, and you set fire to the webbing. I'm going to need perception checks off everyone else in the tunnel right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
What was that?
No.
So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who are we missing? Cog and that. Au-Zuk and that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, sorry, I did 6. I'm being blind. So, Cog, you don't notice. Luckily, your systems are filtering out the air. Misskiff, given the situation you are finding yourself in, you are also unaware. Marquis, Au-Zuk, Nanza, and Miasma. You saw smoke on the air.
Yeah?
And especially for Marquis and Au-Zuk, you will also hear a bit of like spider screaming.
We'll be right back.
That's just so comically effective. Like, what was their plan? They just went, no one in this massive adventuring party is gonna have power with fire, right? It's like, oh, think of all the pyromancers they have, and it's like, we've got a match.
I think it was more like, hey, let's block off this because it's got things in it we really don't like the little stinky bulbs.
And now they're screaming.
Oddly enough, it's also not just them that are screaming. The little bulbs are now screaming as well.
Yeah.
As some of the embers start to flick back onto the bulbs themselves.
No, the bulbs. They're alright.
They were keeping the spiders away.
You'll see some of them start to try and tunnel back into the rock to try and escape.
Oh.
Yeah. Go, little guys. But let anyone who wakes up like down at the camp area, just so you know, just.
Yeah, so Marquis, Miasma, Au-Zuk, and Nanza. As you look over to see the current situation, what state is Misskiff in?
You would see a kind of like young, like late teens looking blue tiefling with white markings across her skin.
Hey.
Because she doesn't particularly wear clothing anyway, she would not be wearing clothing currently.
Interestingly enough, Au-Zuk, this looks like a less emaciated version of the tiefling you saw before.
She's just out cold, sleeping, just curled up on the floor. So, yeah. None of you have seen her before, apart from Au-Zuk, so...
Avert thine eyes, Au-Zuk! It's a naked tiefling!
Surely you shouted
Clearly,
that to the
you've
wrong
never
person.
dealt with demons before. They don't often wear clothes anyway. Griffins are kind of.
I've dealt with plenty of. I don't know what demons you've been dealing with. Actually, no, that does make sense. Succubi.
Like they're devils, not demons.
Also, just talking like it from an out-character point of view, surely you're shouting that at the wrong person.
Who am I shouting at?
Saying to avert your eyes because of the naked tiefling, surely you're shouting that at the wrong person. Given
Yes,
there
I'm
is a
shouting that at Au-Zuk.
The Joker's gone. The Joker's passed.
Wait, what was the joke?
Unusor and Bloob would probably hear him shouting too, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
The joke was Rebecca's in the chat, and we know what Rebecca's like about tieflings.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm not going to take that away.
Ignore the name.
So for
I'm
those
not
of us
gonna
who
take-
don't know what Rebecca's like with tieflings, fill in the blanks.
She's horny.
Fill in the blank.
Got it.
I really, 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 really like tieflings.
Yeah, she's horny for tieflings, like I said.
Marquis
That's extreme.
is poking the possibly dead tiefling with a stick, and by poking, I mean it's a solid thwack.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but Rebecca, that just had the same energy as when people point out, like, oh yes, you know, the sharp tooth like figure type was with me. It's like, well, I can't argue that.
Okay, so would Bloob and Unusor see me before Marquis decides to me with a stick?
Do you two look back as Marquis shouts?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it is Marquis.
You do
Pretty
indeed
loud.
see.
We're not that desensitized to his bullshittery yet.
You do indeed see what seems to be a curled up tiefling.
You also see Marquis thwacking it with a stick.
If I would be Sanna right now, I would be like, that explains it.
somewhere while fighting in the village, just Sanna just perks up. It's like, ha.
Dog, get the anti-infernal repellent.
Cog is still asleep.
I'm guessing being thwacked with a stick a few times would likely wake me up.
Yes, it would. Do you turn back?
So
When you do?
it's either going to hiss at us like a raccoon, or it's probably going to miss it screaming. Either's funny.
If it hisses at us like a raccoon, we're putting it in a cage.
She would. So basically, she would wake up as the tiefling, and then over like I'd say the next couple minutes, she'd like slowly shrink down, turning more and more Sable-like, till she's back to being Misskiff.
It's a word, tiefling! Cog! Get the lichen repellent!
Screaming about!
Just a bottle of silver-laced stuff and holy water.
I'm about to
just dumping it on top of Misskiff, just like, devil be gone!
I was about to say though. Interestingly enough, there is no movement from Cog.
Cog is in the middle of an update.
Cog.
Yes.
You find yourself dream walking again.
Oh, goody.
However, this is unlike any other one you've done before. You're not exploring someone else's dreams. Someone's invading yours. You find yourself what seems to be stuck in a large spider's web.
Oh no.
It's a large, eight-legged silhouette starts to descend down over you, and a voice calls out, "Why one of such tainted blood is interfering with my master's business is not part of mine. I will give you this one chance to leave before you bring ruination to this planet."
Very bold of you to say that I am bringing ruination.
Your kind always does.
Racist! Mentally thwacks with book.
You know what you are. You can't claim that, given everything that has happened.
I am different.
The only difference is you have not fed in some time on the proper fruits.
And with that, you clearly have not been paying attention to your deities.
To my D&Ds?
I said deities!
I worship the Master's deity now. he has told me plenty enough.
I suppose that's on you.
It
I
ends
suppose
like
sisters would pity you.
How much longer do you think you can hold it back before one of your party falls to your hunger? Or worse yet, how long until one of them realizes what you are and turns on you?
To be fair, at least 2 of them already know.
Ah yes, the large, blundering oaf. And I'm assuming the small, green, cursed one.
I was talking about the tree.
Who did you think I was talking about?
The
He is
kobold?
small compared to me, and his leaves are green. Therefore, small, cursed, green one. I didn't pay too much attention to the kobold. It's a kobold. They're only fit for a snack. Which begs the question, how long until you snack on it? The only one that wants of your wrath is the little blob, and that's because it doesn't have a brain to feed on.
I haven't had those hunger pangs in a while.
They will come, and when they do, you'll have been begging for my master's mercy. And then you hear Marquis's shouts come through to you as you wake up.
also probably here. What is everyone shouting?
I'd like to say at this point, Marquis is like taking out fans and he's dancing around, like dancing around Misskiff, like evil spirits be gone.
It's just kind of like still a tiefling at this point, but like slowly getting smaller.
I suppose this is probably time that I informed you, Misskiff, that your appear to have taken on a more tiefling-esque form.
Looks down. Shut up!
It's a weird tiefling!
As you look down, Misskiff, you see just Sable from the point that you can see.
I don't look any different.
It's your upper half that's currently tiefling and shrinking back. The bottom half's
I mean,
already gone.
my hands would be on my upper half.
I mean,
I'm slowly turning back. So, like, the smaller I get, the more Sable-like I'll become, until I'm eventually Misskiff again.
it appears to be, in a way, rectifying itself.
Just kind of like looking. It's like,
But I don't want it to.
I imagine as such. However, I mean, I am surprised you even transformed back in the first place. You haven't even reacquired the body that is supposedly here, right?
This scene is made 10 times funnier if you remember that just over this there is the smell of burning flesh and spider screams.
Also, even funnier when you realize that the Marquis is still dancing on Misskiff as Au-Zuk and fucking Misskiff is
Remind me
having
again,
a
is it a
serious
little
conversation.
It's a little mouse that you've got under your hat, isn't it?
Yeah, no, the little mouse is just in full priest wear on the top hat, just doing the fucking dance too.
He's got like a little book wrapped around in his tail that is just different rituals of different gods, basically. Just flicking going, that one's not working. Move on to this one.
So
maybe when I turn back, the other one turns back for a bit too. Maybe we swap.
I suppose it would appreciate that, although it does have to be said, there wasn't exactly a lot left to the imagination for a short time there. Not that I'm bothered, but...
Oh, I guess I'm not wearing clothes.
Hmm.
I mean,
The
you
only-
don't exactly need them when you're covered in fur.
I'm about to say, the only thing that would have grown and shrunken, given I think it's the only magical clothing you have, is the hat.
The hat, yeah. It'd just be the beanie. That's the only thing that's grown and shrunk.
Which also would make room for horns, as you changed.
Yeah. Which one of her horns is still broken even when she's, like, big?
I can't believe you were doing Karlak before Karlak did it.
This is actually getting exhausted. Is this working at all, or can I stop dancing?
I mean, by this point, she's probably fully
You could
turned.
stop dancing about
No.
10 minutes
You
ago.
need to keep dancing. I think it's working.
Oh,
Then you
no.
should join him.
It's not working. It's just I'm turning back to
Minosaur, by our gods combined, we will cure Misskiff of this. Whatever the hell just happened. What happened? Somebody explain to me what happened. Why am I giving this much of a shit?
Minosaur has a shit-eating grin on his face.
I don't know what happened.
Yes, you were a Sable, then you became a Tiefling, which now makes me think that you're a Were-Tiefling, which is an entire situation. Cog, get the Lycan kit!
I'm not a were-tiefling. I thought we've discussed that I was cursed to be a Sable before.
You assume
Yes,
he
but
remembers that.
But you never said. Yeah, you do assume that I do remember that. But you also never said that you turn into a Tiefling, which now makes me believe that you're a Sable that's a Were-Tiefling.
Bloop.
I don't
Or is...
know that I turned into a tiefling when I slept.
Bloop. You get
Look,
the little...
look, I'm... No, go on.
Bloop. You get a little telepathic message in your head from the guard. See, I told you, she's cursed. Kill her like the rest.
Now, this is all somewhat adorable, but I must remind everyone.
So it's for 9 fucking Yules? Just like, oh, you're cursed! Kill it like the rest!
Au-Zuk.
I do have to remind everyone that Unusor has currently set fire to the spider's web. It is very
Yes, why
likely
the fuck
that they
would
will
we do
soon
that?
be very much upon us. Now is not the time to be worrying about whether she's a tiefling or a sable.
It's the friggin'
Ah.
This can be a conversation for later. Please stop dancing.
It's the friggin' Team 4-star thing with just the guru, just like, it's one of those albino Namekians, kill it like the rest. No, I'm a human. Oh, you hear that? It's a human. Kill it like the rest.
Kill it like the rest. No! No! I
Oh
saw a
god!
bird.
Natural light!
It was pretty. I fucking love that. This being said, at this point, the Marquis has stopped dancing and he's he's lifted his hat, taken some tea because his morning tea. And he's like, all right, so why did we set fire to shit? What are we doing now? I don't know what's going on anymore. Cog!
Bloop, I saw a spider. It was icky. Kick its ass.
Kick its ass. Bloob.
Spider webbing.
Bloob, the weird rodent, turned into a person. Kill it like the rest.
I'm not a rodent. I'm a mustelid.
I love the fact that because no one else knows he could talk, he is just excluded from all the bread chains and therefore escapes
I
punishment.
feel like those of us that are astral travelers, we may not know that he can talk, but we know he's intelligent because he's been introduced as a space hamster. So
yes.
Yep.
Good morning, Cog.
Cog just being a little bit thoughtful. Good morning.
Nick will just slowly open his eyes. Who about breakfast?
Well, yes, Unusor made breakfast. Isn't that right, Unusor?
The bulbs are screaming.
Yes, I don't know how I feel about Unusor committing genocide, but we deal with it as we go when it comes to breakfast.
It isn't genocide. Not yet.
It's a little bit.
The bulbs keep the spiders away.
We don't need bulbs to defeat spiders.
Didn't you almost die earlier because of spiders?
Almost, but I am still alive.
I believe that perhaps we should probably stop concerning ourselves with our next course of action. We do not want to be caught having a little morning chit-chat if the spiders decide to come in and rend us apart.
We still need to rip the head off a vampire lord.
Night, Rebecca.
Course.
Night, Rebecca.
Night.
Good night, Rebecca.
Right.
Oh,
It might be possible to make a.
Bloob forgot to sleep last night, and she's gone.
Bye.
Bloob has entered NPC mode.
So all right, so we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna what? Kick a bunch of people's asses, get up to the vampire lord, and kill him. What's our
Nick,
current plan?
Do you have any tunnels from this tunnel that will take us anywhere?
Only to the outside.
No, that's not good.
Can't
Well-
really tunnel into the castle itself, given the shift in rooms. Tried that once.
I
and
would
it caused
personally
so many
suggest that we
cave-ins.
may wish to elect to use the chaos that is currently being spread in the spider's web to leave while we have a chance.
We should also
what was
consider
that,
the fact
Au-Zuk?
that while the morning god's plebeians die in Joe's, it gives us an opportune chance to do the task we are here for.
Kill the vampire.
Yes,
That would require us
So-
to go through there. So yes.
the word tiefling is right.
I'm not aware. You know what?
The weefling.
The weef. Oh god.
I just
Oh
love that.
god.
I love that defeated resignation from you.
I would like to, I don't know, why are we all still standing around? I'm like, you see that the Marquis already heading out. Well, it's like, we should get a move on, folks. I don't know what we're all staring at.
So you head back up the tunnel. As Nick just goes, if you ever need help again and you get down in here, just tap on the walls and I'll probably hear it and make another tunnel.
I will find you through your mind.
That is a very disconcerting sentence.
And now you're also aware, Tiefling, my kobold friend.
Oh, please, if that may put someone aware Tiefling are telepathically connected to him, you all would be.
I'm immune to lycanthropy.
Interestingly enough,
I take
tried-
banana pills daily.
Interestingly
It wouldn't
enough,
be lycanthropy, though, it would be musculothropy.
Interestingly enough, you try and connect to Nick's mind, and all you hear is that Maxwell song.
I thought it would just be elevator music.
There's not much going on up there, is there?
Doesn't need to be.
So, why don't you lead the way?
Wait, who leads the way? Are you talking to me? I kind of got lost in that conversation.
Unusor. He'll be the one strongest enough to get us through any immediate spider attacks yet.
So,
Now, but someone else did go at the back.
so Unusor, are you heading up the charge? Are you
I
there,
guess
David?
Unusor's dead now.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted. What?
Au-Zuk has asked for you to lead the charge, essentially, but in case there are any other spiders left up here.
I kicked the door.
I mean, there's no door to the tunnel.
I kicked the air in charge.
Okay. So
I'll
you kick,
probably be clinging to Unusor's shoulder.
and as you
I have
charge
my
on out,
shield raised just in case.
you see the burning embers of what was left of the webs, a couple of burnt spiders, and nothing else. There is
Shall we
no
get a move on before that changes?
The many mod goddess bless us this day.
I would like to imagine that the fire did a better job than that, but alright.
So how are you proceeding?
A pace.
I mean, where are you proceeding?
Yeah.
Keeping in mind that the only exits out of this room that you've not used before, well, the only exit that isn't going back the way you came, was this door, and Marquis could not open it.
Can I take a look?
Can we burn the door?
I want to take a look at door.
Which order are we doing this? Misskiff said
I
take
don't-
a look, so we're going to take a look first before Unusor burns the door.
So, is it locked? It's locked, right?
No.
Hmm?
It is not locked. As you check like the lock, doesn't seem to be any locks on it.
Can I just try and open it?
It doesn't budge.
Is there any gaps in the door frame?
No gaps, but there is the little lock area where you could look through to see.
I wish to peek.
You peek, all you see is stone.
Does it look like stone as in collapse or stone as in there's a wall?
Stone as in, if you remember, you heard like a thud from there and then Marquis couldn't get through the door. Therefore, you believe they have collapsed the tunnel.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought you just twatted yourself with the wardrobe.
Just telepathically. Nick.
Then he just pops his head out. I was collapsing the tunnel, lad.
They've collapsed the tunnel behind this door.
Sorry.
You need you to like uncollapse the tunnel behind this door.
Sure, how long that's gonna take?
Yeah. It's the only other way we haven't been.
Fine, fine. You just walk up to it, look at the wooden door. I can't tunnel through wood.
Then just break the door, I guess. We don't need the door. The stone's on the other side of the door that you need to break.
As they're all doing this, I'm going to investigate the walls.
Okay.
Because I'm absolutely atrocious at this, I'm going to enhance ability. Which one is that? I like using the fancy one.
Big red one. Can you
Eagle
destroy the door
Splendor.
for us?
Fox is coming.
What was that?
Oh, boy.
Okay.
I think he's trying to decide which one to use. But, David,
Yes?
Nick has asked you to break the wooden door.
I want to kick down the door.
Maybe a strength check.
Oh, that's not good.
You boot the door and realize, yeah, no, those rocks are jam-packed behind there, as you kind of just do no damage to the door, but pretty much do damage to your ankle.
You're just
ow,
meant to.
Ow, ow.
You're not meant to kick it in. You're just meant to break the wood so we can get through to remove the rock.
Can I just walk over to the crate where I left my great axe, pick it up, like my big fuck off axe, pick it up and just hack at the door?
Yes, make me an attack roll against the door.
While this is all going on, does my
Does anyone have
investigation
knock?
produce any results?
It's not locked.
You look at the
Oh.
walls.
Yeah.
You see the burned webs. Now that the webs have rescinded a bit, you do see where the holes where the spiders could come through reside towards the roof of the tunnel. Not tunnel, roof of the
Are there
room.
any alternate or secret passages that my investigation reveals?
No.
Well, I was convinced that we were clearly being led on, but clearly not.
So, as you managed to break the door down, Nanza, Nick will start to get work on some of the bigger areas with his pickaxe. That you do see like an odd gleam over, like a blue shimmer comes over his pickaxe with each swing. And he'll look to the party. The largest and or strongest of you, can you start to move the rocks as I do this so that we can get this clear?
Is that pickaxe magic?
Yes. So keeps it sharp at all times. Never dulls.
As sharp as 5.
I
Put
fished
my
it out
big
of a
fuck
pond.
off. I put my big fuck off axe back on my back.
Okay.
Together with my trident and my shield and start hauling rocks.
Okay. Who else is going to help haul rocks?
I shall.
I do not have the strength for it.
Okay. Marquis, so you're going to help haul rocks as well?
Marquis is busy talking with Cog.
Okay.
Yes.
While
Misskiff,
this is,
you wanted to.
while this is going on, I want to try one more thing.
Okay.
I want to Arcana the wall behind the door, because Au-Zuk is simply not convinced that this is a dead end.
Arcana the wall behind the door.
Yeah, might be an illusion or something.
As you Arcana,
Take your flavor of 5.
you're not entirely sure what's going on there, but you don't feel it's an illusion.
Oh, right. I don't think I've ever been quite this stumped before.
Possibly
This
some kind
really is just seemingly a dead end.
Possibly some kind of bomb went off to collapse the tunnel. It will take some time for Nick to manage to get through this tunnel with the help of the others. But eventually, the tunnel will start to clear out. And you do see what seems to be a bit of a damaged wooden door on the other end.
I will go inspect the door.
There we go.
Boo. No.
You
To
see
see if it is-
Bean reforming.
To see
Pretty
if
much.
this-
I mean, I swear half the time. But although it probably wouldn't be Bean, but at the same time, no.
Yeah. But it's just
Fourth wall breaking granny.
I want to see if it's like locked or trapped, even if it's damaged. Like,
Make me an investigation check.
give me a second, because roll 20 is still lagging to fuck.
By the way, Leigh, I'm sitting you our little conversation.
Aye.
Why are you like this? Roll 20.
So you can't see any traps. You see where it's been impacted with the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You see residue of what may have been an explosion that set off this cave-in the first place. And I'm going to do something which is just fun and a little cheeky. There you go. What you see through the what you see through the lock. Just a little sliver of a tunnel on the other side.
Is the door like locked? Can I try and push it?
You're going to try and push the door.
Very careful. I don't want to like give away my presence.
Make me a sleight of hand. Also, I just have to point this out now. I don't know how long it took me to notice this.
What?
Fiendish is spelt wrong.
Uh-huh.
No, really, she's just feigning it all.
Fiendish noodle. 22 sleights of hand.
Can't bother changing it after so long.
That's fair. The door slowly starts to open as you gently nudge it open.
Mm-hmm.
There is a creaking noise as you do, though. Like a... Yeah, like that. Like the chair just then. Only more door.
Was that Zach that
We
made that
need
noise?
more door.
No, it was me,
Oh.
Dion.
I could do the
Dion.
anti-Donna pun here of being like creaky door. But yep, the door just as it
Um,
push it open.
Can I peek around and see anything inside?
From your peak, you'd get that much more.
Can I sneak beyond the door?
You want to sneak beyond the door. Everyone else, you see a Misskiff investigate. Slowly open up the door to a creek. And then you see her sneak around the corner. Roll me a stealth check, Misskiff. A 23. Okay. Let me just check something quick. It's almost as if I closed all these tabs by accident on my phone. I don't know why I did. I just did.
He probably had a tab clear out and then was just like, oh, wait.
Probably. It happens. Okay. You sneakily go into the tunnel.
I'm so sorry about the cough, guys.
Realizing that it goes both left and right. Which direction are you looking first?
Right.
Also, let's move you here. You see 3 drow preparing.
Have they seen me?
Let's roll individually to find out. Me ear. That was weird.
Do the thing of like where an animal is trying not to thinks it's invisible, it just freezes.
Oddly enough, no.
Oh, one got close though.
Well, they get close. To
To be fair,
they need a nat 20 to see you.
Yeah. I'll then give a quick glance left.
Okay.
And I will slink back through the door.
Yep. So, looking left, you do see a bit up that tunnel that way. And I believe it would get to roughly around here-ish before your vision would start to give out.
I've got 60 foot.
Yeah, but it's more the angle.
Ah. More. Okay. I can just about see one, I guess.
You do see the glint of a blade. And what seems to be, given it's either a wall of cobwebs here, or perhaps a tunnel leading this way. Let me just move this onto the token layer.
Okay.
But also the start of some cobwebs up ahead this way.
Okay. I'll start slinking back through the door, but telepathically at the same time. Okay, I'll go.
They're waiting to ambush us beyond the door.
You turn to slink the other way.
Mm-hmm.
As you do so, you hear bows being drawn.
What?
Do you look?
Yeah.
As you look, the drows have taken notice.
How the fuck? They need a nat 20 to see me.
Make me an insight check on them.
They already knew.
you're just kind of glaring at them, trying to figure it out. And then you notice it. Their eyes are blank, almost as if they've rolled up into their heads. And they're twitching, almost as if they're receiving a message from something. The Drowls
Spider.
themselves may not have seen you, but something had taken note of you and has alerted them.
I am jumping back through the door.
Make me a dex save. Yep. So Misskiff starts to message you, and then you see Misskiff just kind of rise up, freeze up, then dive back through as you hear against the other side of the wooden door like a as arrows just get thrown into it. Not fired into it.
Just kind of like
Well, I suppose that means we're not exactly getting surprise on the other side of here, huh?
Well, it's weird. The drow didn't see me, but something told them I was there.
Right.
But isn't something connected to them?
Yeah, they were talking telepathically or something.
Do you know if they're still talking telepathically?
Can I like reach out with my mind to try and like intercept if they are?
You reach out to try and figure out what is happening with your mind. And as you do so, I'm going to ask something right now. Odds or evens?
Evens.
Odd ones.
You try and reach out to try and connect to it. But you feel a few different like little signals going around for telepathy. One of them you can rule outright as being Cog, so you ignore that one. As you reach out, a little voice enters your mind. What? How? This is a private channel.
You're not who I was trying to speak to. Go away.
You go away, peasant.
That's off.
Bloody riff-raff. Can you believe this shit, Bloob?
Just kind of like looks at us like,
I can't tell. The stupid hamster's too loud.
Do you think you can connect with it and activate the secret weapon?
I can try. You want me to odds or evens or something else?
I'm going to need a wisdom save.
Sure. 18.
You feel a pang of pain in your mind, but quickly
Ow.
shrug it off. As a voice enters. I gave you a chance, and you didn't take it.
Firing off the bikini Au-Zuks.
Yeah, I'm currently connected to Cog. Can I hear this voice as well, or is it only Cog that can hear it?
Cog and nothing.
I mean, technically we're all connected to Cog because brain chain.
Fair.
Yeah, but me and Cog were privately connected. We were having
Basically,
a conversation.
we're doing the
We were
mental
having
equivalent of holding hands.
Mm.
Just link each other's. We'll just link our arms and just start skipping down the fucking elevator. Mentally linked.
Oh,
now you look to them.
Also,
it's hard to tell, and then you look to the back and realize they've got like the old Game Boy Link cable connecting them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're still analog.
For you, I'm going to say odds or evens as well. For Marquis.
Evens. Oh, Marquis.
We'll do odds.
You should have listened to your friend.
You should have listened to the Cog.
It's okay. Cog knows what to send, which is the because she took it from the Marquise's mind earlier. This is what we were talking about. our secret weapon against psionic mind readers. Because once the doorway is opened, it's opened, and thus she can send past the threshold this very important image of Unusor in a bikini dancing and singing while holding 2 rubber chickens.
Ah, the gambit method.
You send.
Question is, what's he singing?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's a Dragonborn, so he's probably singing with in the Dragonborn tongue, which is just according to Baldur's Gate.
I'm imagining it's that old bloody.
No, it's just hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my.
I'm trying to figure out if it's a Disney one or if it's a Warner Brothers cartoon that's from the Let the Singer about the moon and the Druid and the Springer.
Yeah, that's Warner Brothers. Yeah, with the owl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just fucking
the maniacs.
Something that gets stuck in your head and you cannot get rid of it for a while.
You shoot that off towards whoever you've connected to. And you get one shot straight back.
Huh.
You get shot a vision of a fleet of nautiloids heading to the planet.
I already know about that. You can't get me with that one.
The difference is, you were only warned that this may be an occurrence. Now you're seeing it in real time. This is them coming to land here.
Dies.
I gave you the chance, and now you've doomed this planet. Those inside this castle will be safe. I can't say much for everyone else.
To be brutally honest, I am not connected with that.
And if not, then howdy here.
It's definitely not me.
How sure are you of this?
Cog is very sure because Cog doesn't interact with the others of his species.
He doesn't, but they can still be picked up. The best way to describe it, the only way I can think of describing it is the equivalent. I can only do like a 40k equivalent to it, which is essentially a Gene Stealer cult.
Doesn't
they
it
may not know what they're summoning, but they will eventually summon it if they're not careful.
Does it only count if they're connected to the same Elder Brain, though?
Not necessarily.
Oh, Elder Brains. So, a little bit of a fun fact about Illithid society. All Elder Brains are actually connected. They just disconnect each other. They put a wall in front of each other to keep them from being consumed by one another.
Yeah, they're
So
all fiercely competitive.
So they all know of each other's existence. They all know stuff like that. So even Illithids that have been removed are still technically felt. They're just mind-wise not connected, but they're still felt by the greater hive. It's a whole thing. The Geth society is a whole mindfuck of its own. But just know that technically you don't have to be connected to the Elder Brain for the Elder Brain to know that you exist.
Interesting.
So you get this vision. Just sent with the warning. Of course, I could just leave you all to your demises. Just retreat up into my master's castle and be safe and bunker down. However, my children do need feeding, and so do I. So if you wish to test metal, step through that door.
Generally speaking, we were already going to go through that door.
And the connection severs.
Beep boop. It's just disconnecting.
It's like the Discord disconnect. Diddle-um.
Well, they know we're coming.
We've got them quivering in their boots, legs, chitin, whatever it is they've got.
They've also blamed me for the apparent arrival of an illithoid fleet. Is that what they called it?
So they're arrogant too. Good, wonderful. That makes this even more dangerous odds, which makes this even more exciting.
Misskiff will point out that there's 3 to the left, 3 to the right. She's not sure how many to the left, but it looks like there's a lot of webbing to the left.
Are you going to tinderbox it again?
I could. I could shoot a firebolt at it from here.
I can't help. No, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, no, I've got no issues with that. Burn it to the fucking ground.
It is also 10 o'clock.
Yes. So.
Yes.
Is you're all
I imagine we're ending before.
Yeah. Is you're all prepared for your actions before going through the doors. The scene will shift to just above the planet where the Nautiloids are approaching. There is a shimmer, a disturbance in the space between them as a ship comes into focus. A Mercane ship drifting between them all. And at the helm, particular collector just smiling to himself at the idea of taking such interesting subjects that he has heard so much about from his master. Particular interest is a certain Sable / Tiefling combination, a couple of cursed beings, so untouched by the Feywild. And an illithid disconnected that tries to hide its true intention. And that is where we're ending it for this week.
Arrogance of the Drider, believing that the Illithids will spare them just because they're on the same side. Get fucked.
Would the mushrooms have worked against the Drider?
The little...
Probably.
The little bulbs?
Mm.
No, because her scent would be going more off like how a drow would be rather than the spiders. But yes, thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you all had fun. If you want to see more of us, there is always Sirens Through the Fog and Star Plunder over on Spotify. Over on Jugboat Keeper's channel, there is Echoes of the Past, and over here, soon there will be the Vampire again.
And don't forget to subscribe to our OnlyFans.
Manchester by Night. It will be called Manchester by Night.
The worst part, Zach, is because the way I worded it, of if you want to see more of us, my mind would go and make an OnlyFans pun. So I'm glad someone else did that for me.
Yeah, you can't keep telling the internet it's called Manchester by Night. They'll think we're dead serious about that OnlyFans.
Yeah, Manchester by Night sounds like a dogging group.
Yeah.
I mean, as we all know from
I'm
Jack,
all for it.
As we all know
it sounds like a Manchester strip club.
It's the naming convention of Vampire Masquerade shit, though.
Given this one fact that Jack keeps saying, we do know that Manchester is indeed the dogging capital of the world.
Damn.
Like,
oh my.
How do you know this, Jack?
Well, I mean, I just looked
because
at
I'm friends
Manchester
with Bay, and that's all I ever need to know every smutty thing that's ever happened in a 5 light year radius.
There's a place in Manchester that's showing up as soon as I've hovered my maps over it, called Cockfields Farm Park. There's also Chorlton cum Hardy on the A6010.
Are you just looking up dirty place names?
No, actually, I'm just looking at Manchester on the map.
I'm still laughing at the fact.
Seedley.
I'm still laughing at the fact that we're still recording through this.
Fluxton.
Yes, we are.
No, Vampire the Masquerade.
Good night, everybody.
London
Goodbye,
by night,
everybody.
LA by night.
This is
Freaking
where you
New
end
York
all
by
of
night.
Angeli.
expectations.